Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful day out here. This whole week, man, so far it's just been gorgeous out here, y'all. I mean, it's really turned up out here, man. It makes me not even want to move to San Diego, y'all. I'm planning on moving to San Diego in 3 years. Weather like this make me change my mind, but you know, still got that destination go to San Diego. It's bigger than me. Man, I wanted to just get on here and really express myself like I usually do, y'all. Just my own personal opinion. You know, I love to share my thoughts with other people. You know, hopefully they can share their opinion and thoughts with me. Man, last night I was sitting up, man, and I was up kind of late. Usually not up as late as I was, I'm usually not up as late as I was up last night, right? And so I'm up around 11:30 or so, 11:30. So, you know, once you pick in that word and read something, you know, once you read something out that word, right? So I read something. Mark 1. Man, beautiful thing. Read it before. You know, like I said, I'm not a scholar of the Bible. I'm not a preacher of any sort. But I do love that word and I do love God, right? So I'm reading the word, guys. I'm peeking in there. You know, I came to Mark 1, read. You know, a lot of people heard this story before, even if you're not Christian. But y'all know the story about when Jesus was walking to meet up with John to get baptized. I know everybody probably heard this. Most people have. John the Baptist baptized Jesus, right? They was cousins, baptized him. You know, Jesus came down. He got out the river, you know, Jordan. God said, that's my beloved son. You know, let everybody know what it is right off the top, right? So he went out to the mountains, right? He went out there. I'm paraphrasing. He went out there, you know. God sent him out there to get groomed up, you know, or whatever he had to do with Christ at that time, you know, to be tempted by the devil and all type of things like that. So when he got through that after 40 days, he bounced out of there, right? He went to the synagogue. You feel me? At the synagogue church, right? You know, he started teaching. People ain't never seen this guy before. Like, man, where he come from? Man, this is amazing, right? So inside the synagogue, you know, there's people around. There was a person in there with a unclean spirit, is what the Bible say, right? We know that's possessed, of demon possessed, of, you know, but an unclean spirit possession. The devil in this God, the demon, you know, it's not God, right? Unclean. So he saw Jesus. He started going left. I know who you are. You know, I'm paraphrasing. Are you here for me? And everything else. Da-da-da-da. This, that, and the third. That's what the possessed dude was saying, right? Check out what Christ told him. Check out what Jesus Christ told him back there, y'all. Check this out. And I'm paraphrasing, okay? This is Mark 1 through 25. Guess what God told him, y'all? The guy sitting there talking to Jesus, talking about, I know who you is. You know, are you here for me? This, that, third, and the other. Guess what Christ said? Guess what Jesus told him? And it says in the word, and Jesus said. This is cold right here. Jesus said, be quiet and come out of him. That's what the word say. Jesus Christ told him straight just like that. Be quiet and come out of him. Man, the simplicity of some of the things that we hear is amazing. Because, you know, sometimes I've been to churches myself, or I'm just speeding up until right now, and you know, we're supposed to emulate Christ and be like Christ, but I be at, most of the time, a lot of churches, man, all you hear is a whole bunch of screaming and yelling and casting devils out and pushing people over and pushing them out the way, punching them in, not punching them, plugging them in the forward, all this, what I call the theatrical theater, like acting, you know, all this different stuff, man. What for? I'm not sure. If a lot of people think that really is what it's supposed to be, I'm not sure. But it's right in the word, and that's only one scripture that I've read from how Christ cast out demons and stuff, and he never did all this extra stuff, y'all. that you see a lot of people doing now in movies, and I call it theatrical because it's like a movie. You know, you sit back, it's like, is this for real? They over here and the jumping around and spinning and screaming and spitting. They seem more possessed than the people they're trying to get the possession out of a lot of times. You feel me? So, man, that was on my spirit because I believe it was on my spirit for this reason here. We cannot afford to be fooled by people, man. And I'm talking about pastors and people that preach to God, that say they men and women of God. You know, just like I say on when I do my videos, hey, don't take my word for anything that you hear when I'm talking about God. Don't take my word for it. If there's anybody on this thing that see any good in me, trust me, it ain't me, that's God you see, right? Straight force, I take no credit for that because I know who it is, right? And you know, so going forward and speaking about what I'm about to say, you know, don't let people fool you into an emotional feeling about God. And that's part of it right there. And it's a bad thing that's been going on. God is coming back to change. You know, Christ already said what he was going to do. God already said what it is. But, you know, I just want to make some awareness to that right there. Be careful, man, of all this fake stuff we see out here on this TV with these preachers screaming at people, spitting at people, and claiming in all the name of Jesus. Cut it out. That's the next time. Turn that mess off. Get by yourself. Get in your private time, is what God says in his word. Ask him to guide you. Don't ask nobody else. Like I said, don't believe everything I say. I'm not God, obviously. You know, only believe in what he say. All I am trying to do is convince people to be closer to God, right? I'm not trying to convince people to believe in what I tell them to do, because how do I know, right? So just a little bit, you know, that was on my mind today, this morning. You know, get around Vegas. I'm gonna get y'all around Vegas too. I'm gonna show you guys a little, you know, some hot spots out here that people ain't never been out here before. You know, you'll get to catch that on my next video, man. Good. Keep God first, Matthew 6:33. You already know what I'm gonna say. You know, first and foremost, seek him and his kingdom, and everything else will be added on to you. Get around Vegas. Press like if you like it. Press like if you don't. Leave a comment if you will. Man, enjoy this day. Stay positive, and I'll be at your next video.